May Gavanin, everybody, and welcome to the stream. My name is Talisian. There you are, and here I am. And today, on Warhorse Wednesday, we are doing Lord of the Rings Online. Hello, Apu. Good seeing you, my friend. And good seeing you, too. Today, we are doing the Battle of Helm's Deep. We are currently in the Glittering Caves, helping out Gimli and those from the other outside areas that have gone away to hide from the battle. So let's go ahead and get in and get started. First things first, if there are any in-game events that you'd like for me to promote on stream, please post on my Discord server, post on down below on YouTube, or send me an email at taliesin@gmail.com, and I'd be glad to promote your event to my wondrous audience. Also, in-store events that are going on right now. Let me pull them up real quick here. Whoops, sorry. Get this right. Let me pull up the in-game, in-store events that are going on right now, because there are some good ones, actually. For one more day, you can get 30% off a profession slot unlock, 40% off classes and races, 50% off Corsairs of Umbar and Legacy of Morgoth quest packs only. Also, there's 30% off the Virtue Acceleration, Enhanced Rep Supply, and Mark Acquisition boosts. And today's code, which only has a little while left, is, I don't know if I've even collected it yet, it is Essence of Essence. It's a universal solvent, which you can use to do lots of things in-game. Some universal solvents needed to craft essences. That's what they're used for. Also, the 18th anniversary event, if you still have not picked it up, it's still available. And LI Reward Track Season 17 is live. Looks like I'm up to 34. I have a couple more to claim, some more runes and a tracer. There we go. And when I get up to 35, I'll get 1,000 sealed, 1,000 embers and figments, which are used to get high-end cosmetics. It's another way to get them, besides paying for them in the store. So that's good. Let me go ahead and use those real quick. There's a universal solvent, there are the runes, and a sealed tracer. There we go. And every day is a Hobbit's birthday, but we are the fortunate ones to get the presents. And today's is a silver present, and the silver present for today is 100 Virtue XP and a combat run speed boost. Provides a temporary increase to your movement speed in and out of combat. And it lasts for 10 seconds. It's just a little quick boost if you need to get out of the way. Like, for instance, when you have a harrowing wraith that's on your tail. Good way to get rid of them. So you know what? We're going to hold on to that just in case I need it. There we go. So as I mentioned, we are currently working on the Battle of Helm's Deep. We are currently in the Glittering Caves, and we are standing before Gimli. We're currently helping him out to protect all of these refugees from Kingsmead and Edoras and such right now. So let's go ahead and talk to Gimli and see what he's got for us.
The battle will soon be upon us.
We must protect the folk that shelter here. I will bring shame upon my name, that of my father and of my king. The orcs and wild men have no place to fight in this magnificent cavern, my friend. Let us cast them out and send them howling back to their wizard master.
Now, there are two ways to participate in the defense of the Glittering Caves. You can do the story tale, which is what I'm going to choose to do. It's a more story-focused, kind of like a more instanced event. The other one is the epic battles, which I've done a few times, but I had a lot of issues, and they're more designed for multiple people that can do multiple things at the same time. So even though I could probably do it, it's just easier if I go ahead and do the story tale experience. So we're going to go talk to Eomer, and we're going to do the storied tale.
That Dunending chief thought to sneak into these caves with murder in his heart, but he's been repaid in kind. I'm glad he is dead, but I fear the other dangers may seek to ensnare the folk who shelter here.
Now that keep was that Dunlending chief
the
was
folk
talking about?
sheltering in the caves will be defenseless if the battle goes against us. Protect them, my friend.
That chief, hey Destiscardo, good seeing you, my friend. That chief he was talking about was the one way back in Tal Mithadras, Liu Brennan. We finally got our revenge on the leader of the Falcon clan who betrayed us. He is no more. And I am very happy about that. So we are currently working on the defense of the Glittering Caves, and we'll talk to Aomer and find out what our first course of action is. But first, I want to get buffed up. Because you never know when you're going to get waylaid here. You want to be prepared. There we go. I spin on the memory of this Delending chief. He sought to surprise my people from the rear, breaking their haven of safety and putting him with a sword under the cover of darkness. Ha! He deserves a coward's death, and I am pleased he received it. I've sent some scouts to the furthest reaches of the caves in order to find this place where the craven Dunlending entered, that they may collapse it and any others they find. We cannot allow any more enemies to get behind the folk who are sheltered here. While my scouts undertake that mission, I ask that you reassure those who hide here that Theoden's warriors will keep them safe. Will you do that for me, my friend? There is still hope for Rohan. So I will definitely reassure these kids and people. Do men still fight? Can they hope to win? There has been little word from outside since the fighting started. There was a great booming sound and the earth shook. Do you know what that was? Why must you lie to us? Ardworth. She's the one of the ones I need to speak to. I thank you for your kindness of your words, even if they are lies. Yes, I know of the Dunlendings that attempted to sneak into the caves. This is my daughter Leofa. It was she who stood with you and the dwarf against the Dunlending chief. She has told me all. Do not think to hide such dangers from the women of Rohan. We will fight and die for this land if we must, no less eagerly than any of the other men. If you think otherwise, shame yourself. If the enemy finds us here, we will fight to protect the honor of Theoden King and of Rohan. So it has always been, and so will be. My daughter Leofa will fight, and so will I. Now, Leofa was the one who was there who helped me fight off Lou Brennan before, so I definitely want to talk to her. Hey, Aronosis, good seeing you, my friend. Hello again. It is nice to meet in less dangerous circumstances, even if the reprieve won't last for long. I'll fight 100 Dunlending chiefs and as many orcs if that's what it takes to protect my mother or my father. You came into the caves only recently. Did you hear any news of my father while he was fighting outside? His name is Sindberg, and he is a distinctive wooden shield given him by a great hero before I was born. Its edges are trimmed with gold, and it bears an embossed horse's head in the center. He's very brave. You tell Leofa that you fought alongside Cendric and Helm earlier this evening, but have not seen him since. Ah, well, I am sure he is still fighting. He is very brave, you know. Gimli calls for your attention from nearby.
I hope you are ready for some more fighting, my friend. One of your scouting parties did not come back when expected, and you went to search for it. Seems to me they may have found the foes for which they searched, and now those enemies might think to ensnare Eomer. Let's go after him. Follow me, and keep your weapon ready.
See if we can save Eomer here. Are they down this way? Two for me, Gimli. Alright, where are they? Come on, you dwarf. Get a move on. There's Aylmer.
We come to assist you, Horse Lord.
I've located the missing scouts, but I was not the first to find them. The spiders found them first. Free my men and let these creatures know that the caves here belong to Rohan and his people. Scout. Did I miss any? I'm just double checking, make sure I didn't miss any of the scouts. Go. Talk to Aylmer in the Glittering Caves. Alright, looks like this is the dead end, so let's go back to Aylmer. Can I horse up here? Probably not. There he is. The folk sheltering in the cave should now be safe from attackers thinking to surprise them in the tunnels of the mountains. There are still foes in the deep. We are needed outside, my friends. So I finished up the Glittering Caves.
Well done! Well done! We have pushed them back for now.
Return to Aragorn before we get hard-pressed again, and tell him that you found me in fine spirits, flushed with the thrill of battle. I trust that you will find him in the same. And keep an eye on Legolas if you see him. I've forgotten our little contest of the fighting in the caves. I feel I must pass him in this tally. Haha.
Hey, Starlugo, good seeing you, my friend. Alright, looks like I need to exit the cave back to Helm's Deep. No, I need to go this way, it looks like. Talk to Aragorn outside the Hornburg. I'm gonna go ahead and spend. This is one of the reasons why I recommend you always keep a few mithril coins handy. Anytime that a quest icon has that little mithril coin, you can spend one coin and you can instantly travel to the objective. So if you get lost, or in this case it's a long way to go, you can spend that one mithril coin and you can go ahead and port there. Just like this. And you can see it took me all the way back here to where Theoden and Aragorn are, so I didn't have to run all the way around and back. So, like I said, I always recommend you keep a few handy.
So Gimli lives and is in high spirits. That is good.
But I fear that I do not share his confidence. The fortress cannot stand much longer. We are nearly overrun.
Our options are exhausted, as are the defenders.
I do not know how much longer we can hold the fortress. We must fall back into the Hornburg and defend it for as long as we can. We must fall back. And I need to speak to Senri for the story tale.
My friend, you still live.
I've sustained a number of injuries and my shield was cloven in two, but I still stand strong for Rohan. What is that? You encountered my dear wife Aldrith and my daughter Leofor. They are still in good health and safe within the caves. You have eased my worries, my friend. I thank you for that, but there is no time to rest. We must defend Hornburg.
The Hornburg must not fall. This is the last defense, my friend. We must stand for as long as we can. For Rohan.
How fares the battle down below? There's been hard fighting up here, and Theoden King has been bloodied his sword already. So far we have turned aside all of our foes, but I fear they will storm the lower levels and we will be surrounded. Any good tidings for the king, or has all been lost? This night seems never-ending, and that is the trait that shares with the forces of Isengard. This way. Looks like I'm to stand guard with Theoden. Stand not so near the edge. I fear the arrows of the orcs might find you.
You need not fuss over me, Helm. I do not fear death.
My soul rests no longer in idleness. I'm prepared to fight and die for my land and for my people. It should have been so earlier, if the honeyed words of Saruman poured into my ear like a serpent between the world tongue. But no longer. My place is here in the defense of my people until the very end. I will not be in trouble. I do not think we will see another sunrise. The orcs have already overrun the northwest wall. What is it? It is not so. Not yet. The junction. If the Hornburg falls, there will be little left to safeguard the kingdom of Rohan. We must defend the fortress for as long as we can. There's no other choice left to us. It falls to us to save Rohan. Follow me. I get to stand side by side with Aragorn. It's not the last one. Oh, troll! Oh, I can't take him out yet. Oh, good. Theoden got him. Black powder bomb. That was quickly done. I made purchase of a reprieve and saved the fortress from another Saruman's sorcerer's devices. It was safe and valid. You speak of safety when 10,000 orcs clamber outside these walls. We slew these orcs, so too will we slay the next. This troll met his end at your hand, Theoden King. Aye, Hunter. But how many more will need ending before I reach my own? We should get out in the open, Theoden. This way. Wow. We'll not cower within these walls until the end, Aragorn. That is not the death of the King of Rohan. There are not many choices left, Theoden. Not many, no. This choice I do have. Erlingas! Riders, make ready! We will ride forth and bring glorious battle to the orcs. Theoden, take time to prepare your men to prepare. I will give you the time you need, my king. I will stand guard by your door one last time. No foe shall pass, my king. Go, my Dorward. Mount your steed. You ride with us.
We will ride from the Hornburg and bring death to the orcs. Riders, to me! Let none fear to ride with us, for the bards will sing of our deeds long after we are gone. This is the hour of Rohan.
Well, actually, I need to stay on this steed here. Leowain is gone, but Thurkatil excitedly takes the banner from you.
Do you hear that sound? It is the sound of celebration. The battle is won.
Well, that's good.
Dawn has come, and with it the renewal of our hopes.
Go out to the front gate of the fortress and see for yourself. Find Aragorn and Theoden on the field outside of the gates. Survivor of the Long Night. You must endeavor to survive the assault on Helm's Deep. Deed completed, and then a new deed is bestowed, the Deeds of the Westmanet. And I picked up a quest item. Let's take the Hornburg. You received a summons to participate in the last stand of the Rohirrim in Helm's Deep. Many have survived the long night, and it's time to ride out and throw down the enemies that now fill the Vale. Use the map to rally to Theoden's summons. Okay, let's use that map and see what that does. Ah! Witness the last stand of the Rohirrim. You have survived the long night, standing before the walls of the Hornburg, and it is time to take your prize at last. The horsemen must fall. Oh, I'm actually playing as a white-hand orc. Oh, this is going to be fun. Let's do it. Let's do it. This is nice. I'm going to get to see the battle from the other side. All right. Well, I'm glad we survived the long night. But I'm glad we actually get to face. This is going to be cool. Oh, I only have one ability. Ravage. I need to... Let's go ahead and do that. Ask the boss when the battle will be done.
The night's almost over. We will take them. These horsemen are their friends to save them. When the walls leave their hearts out of every rest. Today we will feast. I get back to life. Not our turn yet. Let's see our turn. Boys are killing ourselves in a trouble. It ain't what I came for. I'm sick of all this waiting. I'm half a nice little soldier, you know. You're always a fool. So it doesn't take a lot to get under the head. I'd like to see him try. Shut your slammering now. Some area. Blood. Blood. Evil blood. Ryan, what was that place?
Try to escape south. Oh look, here's the battle. This way is not safe. Try to escape toward the northwest. This way has been taken by the cursed men. How about the east? Oh, there's Aragorn right there. A blasted elf has blocked the way. Run north. Okay, so we're running to Fangorn. That works. Fangorn's safe, right? But where did these trees come from? This forest was not here before, was it? Maybe I can rest here. You need to rest for a bit. There's a resting spot right there. This looks like a safe place to rest. Now you must flee. These strange trees will provide cover. Escape through the forest. Okay. Uh-oh. What the heck? Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is not good. Ah! Oh, the horn's unhappy. Run, just run. Run, 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 run. Oh no, there's more trees. More trees. Run, 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 run. Run, run, run. Help, help, run, run, run. Where did all these trees come from? You are incapacitated. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh. It was nice though. You get a chance to see a little bit of the battle from the orc side.
We have done it. Rohan is safe at last. For a while, that is. Many heroes fought and died this night, but many survived as well. You've shown legendary strength and loyalty to my peoples, and have fought with the zeal of Helm Hammerhand himself. I honor you, friend to the Helmniggers and Jorlingas alike.
I have a new title, Hammerhand. And now I need to find Aragorn and Theoden on the field a battle outside of the gates. Just curious, how much?
Well met.
I only have 40, so it's not enough to get anything, so...
We travel swiftly, but we will aid you as best we may.
Let's see. Hunter's Jewelry of Helm's Deep. Nope, I don't have enough, so... And then here's the Orlingas and the Helmnigas.
These lands are not to be traveled lightly.
Okay, there we go.
It is wise for wanderers to equip themselves well.
Huh? Why never gonna be outside the gates? So where am I supposed to find them? Let me port back to Helm's Deep real quick. Maybe it'll reset. No, it's still saying 30,000 meters away. Day is dawn, and with it comes a new hope for Rohan. Thurkatel asks you to go out the front gate and see what has become of the battle. The coming of the dawn has brought with it to the end of the battle and renewed the hopes of Rohan. Okay, maybe I have to... I think I have to come back over here and choose dawn, and then I'll be able to see them. Because I think this is before the battle. There we go. Helm's Deep before dawn, Helm's Deep sunrise. I think that's where I need to go. Yeah, now they're 370. I had to change myself to sunrise. There we go. So now, as you can see, I'm seeing the aftermath of the battle. Wow. Yep, that's what I need to do. I just needed to change over to sunrise. You have found Aragorn and Theoden astride their steeds on the field of victory.
Fortune was with us this day.
I came out upon the wall to see the dawn, and the orcs mocked me. They did not know their doom was at hand. They jeered me and threw stones, but I despaired not. Theoden spoke of one last ride through the gates, and saw the glory in it. But still, I did not hope for victory. And yet, the sight of the king riding forth gave to his people the fire they needed. Did you hear the horn blast as the king rode forth? I do not know what man blew the horn of Helm Hammerhand, but it filled our foes with terror, especially the wild men of Dunland. They thought Helm came again among the living. Who's to say he did not?
The orcs fled before us into the wood. But from whence came this sorcerous forest?
We have seen victory this day. The Orlingas rode forth from the gates, driving orcs and wild men before them. I have never been so proud of my people as when they charged beside me into the mass of our foes. Many brave warriors perished this night, but the glory that is theirs can never be taken away. Rohan lives still because of their courage. The orcs fled before us, but they knew not what to make of the forest that lies now at Helm's Dyke. Gandalf may know, but it seems a thing of sorcery. I only know that the wood is no friend to the orcs, for none that pass that way have emerged.
And there's Gandalf.
Do you see the forest over yonder? That is no doing of mine.
I am glad to see you survive the night, my fortunate friend. Theoden, too, has had a turn of fortune, though we may not realize its true extent. Do you see the forest away yonder? That is no doing of mine. Those trees were brought here by a power much older than my own, and much greater in its own way. Theoden calls it sorcery, but name it not that. Name it rather a power that bodes ill for orcs and all those who harm the natural order of things. Saruman should fear this power. I believe he's already come to know his mistake. But we will learn the truth of this later. For now, celebrate the ally that arrives in time and the courage of friends. The day brings with it the dawning of hope for Rohan. There's Éomer. And Erkenbrand, that's good.
Even the memory of Helm Hammerhand fills these Dunlandings with fear.
Most of the Dunlanding warriors cast down their weapons when the horn of Helm Hammerhand rang through the deep. Even his memory is enough to fill them with fear. I'm having some difficulty convincing these warriors that their lives will be spared. I think Saruman painted for them a picture of my people rather different from reality.
The horsemen burn their captives alive. Saruman saw it with his sorceries.
The Dunlanding warrior stares at you with fear in his eyes.
I know what the horsemen do to their captives, and I'm going to let that happen to my men. This strawhead says they will be spared, but how can I trust this man who weighs the value of a horse above that of his own children? Horsemen burn their captives alive and feed upon the dead. Saruman saw it with his own sorceries.
You assure the Dunlanding warrior this is simply one more lie of Saruman's, and that Éomer is a man of honor. The warrior's fear abates slightly, but it will take some more time before he is at ease. In time, the lies of Saruman will be proven to be falsehoods. You leave Éomer to his charges. Let's go talk to Legolas and Gimli. See who won their little bet.
Dawn brings with it an end to our struggle, for now. Joyful sunrise.
Legolas grins at Gimli and nods his head respectfully. Gimli has won our little competition, for his tally exceeds mine by 1. I begrudge him not the contest, for I was very worried when the fighting drove him back to the caves, and none seemed to know his fate. But he tells me that you were a staunch ally, my friend, and I thank you for it. Doubtless you softened some of his foes as well, and helped him win our competition. I forgive you for it, my friend. It was said only in jest, for the light of this morning seems more ripe for jesting than any we have seen of late.
You stand before a victorious dwarf, friend.
The battle is ended, and so is my contest with Legolas.
Gimli laughs heartily.
You were quite a help within the caves, my friend, and I thank you for the aid. The fighting was thick, and the outcome was not certain. But we triumphed, and now the light of day banishes the fears of the night. And I am glad we are here to see it.
We'll go back and catch up with Gandalf.
The battle is over, and Theoden has emerged into the sunlight and victory.
The orcs have been defeated, if not by the blade, then by powers older than the kingdom of Eorl. The warriors of Dunland have fallen or fled, and those that remain have thrown down their weapons. The battle for Helm's Deep is over, and Theoden has emerged into the sunlight and victory. We will soon need to travel to Isengard, there to see what will become of Saruman now that his army is defeated and his treacherous goals laid low. But for now, there's the work of recovering to be done. We will nurse our wounds, tend to our fallen, and see what must be done in the deep and in the ravaged fields of Rohan. I will call for you when the time has come to set our sights upon Isengard and Saruman.
Now we must look to the future.
Book 14, Chapter 1. The battle is won. The battle is won, my friend, and now we must look to the future. The design of Saruman has been ruined, not by any spell or magic, but by the stout hearts of the Rohirrim and the swift speed of Shadowfax. Gandalf notices your study of the curious trees beyond the dike. Ah, that forest is no magic of mine. A power much older than my own drives it to be here, and I could not have hoped for a more timely arrival than this. He hands you a number of healing poultices. Before we can proceed, we must attend to the hurts of those injured during the battle. These poultices will bring them some measure of release. Speak with the king and see if he has need of some treatment, and then do what you can for the wounded. The Battle of the Hornburg is ended, but Saruman is still a threat. The Battle of the Hornburg, a count-wide Helm's Deep Defender portrait frame. Well, let's, where is it? There it is. Helm's Deep Defender frame. There we go. We'll go ahead and use that. Helm's Legend of Helm's Deep and 2,000 virtue experience. And I think we will go ahead and change to the instead of Ambassador of the Grey Company to the Legend of Helm's Deep. So numerous were the foes you struck down at the Battle of Helm's Deep, you've lost count. And my virtue cap, I need to, let's see here, 46, 44, 47, 47, 49. So, compassion. And I picked up some new mail from Gandalf. Deal with Saruman. The Battle of the Hornburg is over, my friend. Come find me after sunrise on the field of victory at Helm's Deep, in the fortress of the Hornburg. Interact with the banner, and you will be taken to the correct time of day, at which point you can speak.
We have seen victory this day, but our work is not ended.
We have earned a brief respite only. I must take steps to ensure the safety of the mark without much pause.
The king sees the bundle of poultices in your hand and shakes his head.
I am fine, said Chantra. I have suffered bruises only, and the strength of my fathers has kept me from sustaining grievous injury. Many of my men will have need of that healing. Bring those packets to them and see to their hurts. Look too for men with swift horses, and command them to ride for all corners of the mark with news of what happened at the Hornburg. I want every vale in the Riddermark their tidings of our victory, and to send their strongest fighters to Erebus by the second day of the full moon. After you've exhausted the poultices and the riders have been set forth, find Erkenbrand and give him my thanks for his timely arrival. Without his men, the sun might have risen on a different day for Rome.
I will not forget the long night, said Chantra. Many of the tales we would tell of the great battle of Helm's Deep. Didn't replay them. Successfully completing a story tale will add it to the West Rohan Reflecting Pool of Dungeon. We've already completed that one, so... The man agrees to ride forth at once. Poultices ease the man's pain. So right now I'm just going through and talking to the riders to ride forth to the different edges of the mark and to heal those that need to be healed. Oh, let's get around that. Alright, so I need to talk to Erkenbrand and let him know.
We have wrested victory from the very claw of Saruman.
This is a proud day for the riders of the mark, my friend. We have wrested victory from the very claw of Saruman, even as he thought his triumph assured. The House of Errol is stronger than he supposed, despite thrice cursed Burngland and the whispers of frailty that have been uttered throughout the mark. The Unit King has fight in him still, as does his sister's son, Eomer.
Erkenbrand strikes his shield with the side of his sword and cries,
Victory for the Erlingas!
a cry that is answered from the others of the Raharim throughout the field. After a moment, he turns again to you with a smile.
We have put the Durlendings to work, hauling away the bodies of the orcs and cleansing the field of battle. Any who take a solemn vow not to cross the fords in war ever again will have the forgiveness of our king.
It will be a few hours before we ride for the ring of Isengard and its evil master.
Gandalf has decided to ride to Isengard to confront Saruman. My uncle is determined he should ride with him. Some others will go as well, but first we have need of rest. It will be a few hours before we ride for the ring of Isengard and its evil master, and all of us have toiled greatly during the night. Find Diorwine inside the Hornburg. He's begun to arrange bedrolls for those seeking to rest for the journey. Wow, look what they did. It's going to take a long time to repair the Hornburg, but they'll do it. Leowine is...
I will tell you the tale of Hama's heroic stand, if you will hear it.
Interlude, the doorway. This day brings a new dawn for Rohan, not without cost. Many friends and kinsmen came to their ends during the long night of the war, and it is the minstrel's sad duty to remember their names and their tales. Hama, the Door Lord of Theoden, fell before the Hornburg, but without his valiant efforts, the gate would surely have been breached and the king slain before he could ride to victory. I will tell you of Hama's heroic stand, if you will hear it. And we'll go ahead and let the ad break finish, and we'll go ahead and do this. So this is a little interlude that we're going to do, which is the, as you remember, right before Theoden and Aragorn rode out of the keep, Hama said he was going to go ahead and guard the door. This is that tale. Leowine has agreed to tell you of Hama's final stand in the service of his king before the doors of the Hornburg. And I'll be right back.
Dawn had not yet come. Orcs streamed into the gatehouse, eager to spill the blood of Theoden. One man stood in their path, Hama, the doorward of Theoden. Well, that'll teach me to do that. We'll have to try it again. Sorry about that. I had to get up real quick and take care of something for my partner. I didn't expect that to happen. We'll try that again. Because I am very curious how Hanma was able to survive. Or, excuse me, not survive, but at least defend the doorway. There we go.
dawn had not yet come. Orcs streamed into the gatehouse, eager to spill the blood of Theoden. One man stood in their path, Hama, the doorward of Theoden. Hama thought of the glory of Rohan, and his strength was renewed. Hama thought of the House of Eor, and his strength was renewed. Hama stood with his back to the door and prepared for the end. I will not retreat from here the tread of a single foot, he cried aloud. A doorward I was, he shouted, and a doorward I remain. Even as he fell, he heard the horn of Helm echo in the deep. Forth the Erolingas! Ride to victory!
All right, there we go. Not a bad little interlude. He held the door long enough, as he was supposed to do.
And so passed Hama, the doorward of Theoden.
Without him, the gate, perhaps the kingdom itself, now be broken. Do not forget him. I know that the Uden king will not. He served the king faithfully for many years, even with his death.
Oh, that's a hobby horse.
I will see to it that Hama will not be forgotten.
I know what his victory cost us, my friend. Many good men,
children of Rohan all. They fought to defend their people, and I will remember their valiant deeds. But one loss will loom more large on my mind than the rest. For Hama, son of Leofirth, was more than the doorward of my hall. He served me faithfully for many years, but he did not do so blindly. When I succumbed to the whisperings of Grima Wormtongue, and only Gandalf could restore me to my senses, it was Hama that weighed the wizard's wish against my own command. And though he was sworn to uphold my word, Hama was a true man of Rohan and made the judgment he deemed necessary. It was disobedience, but in service of the kingdom, and I both forgive and am proud of him. He gave his life for the Hornbone, and without his sacrifice we could not have had victory this day. I will see to it that Hama will not be forgotten.
And equip that weapon. There's a shattered Raharim tracer, which I will probably go ahead and use very, very soon. Those are runes. Ooh, there's a level 86 tracer. I think I'll go ahead and use it now and see what I get. See if it's something I can use. If not, I'll munch it. Some more runes. Some more runes. And agility, vitality, fate, and max morale. I'd have to give up 257 fate. What does fate do for me? I am very curious. Fate just contributes to maximum power and combat regen. No, I'd rather have the max morale that I get there and the finesse rating, so I'm not going to equip that. So let's see what traceries I picked up. Cry of the Hunter, Daze and Bubble. I don't believe I need that one. I don't believe I have room for it, and I'm not going to use it at this level, so... no, I'm not. So we can go ahead and get rid of that. And Heartseeker damage is a rare. Don't believe I have room on Albion for it. No, I don't. And that is, again, Heartseeker. Yeah, I don't believe I have Heartseeker. Nope. And Heraldry of the Lion I'm not using. Suppressing Stings, Weakness, Potency I'm not using. Swift Mercy I'm not using. And and then Swift Mercy was the legendary one that I got, so we're not going to use it either. And that can sell, and that can sell. There we go. So let's go ahead and get rid of all these real quick here. Because this is all ancient script that I can definitely use. And that moves me up to 6,200, so that's good. And then we can go ahead and sell those. Like that. Alright. So now let's go back to working on Book 14, Chapter 1, talking to Diowyne inside the Fortress of the Hornburg after sunrise. He's got to be close by. Oh, inside the Fortress of the Hornburg, so I got to go all the way in. No, I guess I am not going to go that way. Might be a little hard to get where I want to go. I've got to get into the fortress itself. If I can. There, no? Where is the entrance to the Fortress of the Hornburg? There it is. There he is.
We spoke yesterday, do you remember?
It feels like a lifetime ago.
Speak to me if you are ready, and I will prepare a place for you.
Book 14, Chapter 2. Allies Unexpected. The king and some others of his guard plan to ride for Isengard, but first they will take some hours to rest. You should do so as well. Speak with me when you're ready, and I will prepare a place for you.
I will show you to a quiet corner of the keep where you can rest.
And then, it is my understanding you will set forth with the king for Isengard.
After a short rest, the company sets out for Isengard and finds the road greatly changed.
I hope you found rest before we set out. I tried to do so, but I could not quiet my roving mind, and I am still greatly fatigued. What will we find in Isengard? Aragorn looks from side to side at the towering trunks of the forest. These trees were not here when we arrived at Helm's Deep yesterday. I think we both know what brought them here, to the foot of the dike, but that makes it no less frightening a sight, does it? Do you sense it? A presence watches us within the trees. I do not think the trees will bear us any ill. Hope you are right, Helm. I do not feel welcome among the trees. Well, we should not stray far from the path at any rate. You do not need to worry about that, Gandalf. Legolas, why are we stopping? Sinjandra, wait. Do you hear that? I hear a great sound of creaking timbers and rustling branches, and it comes this way. Legolas, what are you doing? Come back. Look, among the trees. The Ents? What are those creatures? They are Ents, the Indian King, shepherds of the forest. Have you forgotten the tales of your youth? I never believed I would see such things. Ents. I am filled with wonder at the sight. Wonder of a kind I thought was the sole reserve of children. I am an old man, a whitebeard of many winters, and still I have seen things this day I would not have believed yesterday. They tower above mortal men and cover such a span with each stride. What damage they could do to the homes of my people if that was their thought. But I do not believe that is their desire.
Now I understand the meaning of this forest, Gandalf. I gave nary a thought to the Ents since I was a boy. Why would they help us now?
You have more allies than you suppose, Theoden King. Even among those you deemed no more than legend. These Ents are herdsmen, not warriors. The people of Rohan need not fear them as long as they cause no harm to their flock. There is one in this land that would have done well to heed the Ents before now. If he had heeded them, the battle that has lately ended might have come to a different conclusion. It is good for Rohan and for all the free folk that he did not take them into account. Let us proceed. There are still many miles to go before we reach Isengard. The fords of the Isen are a sad reminder of the good folk who fell in defense of Rohan.
Many good men fell at the fords, but their kingdom still stands. We are almost to Isengard, and will bring report of the rugged sacrifice to the wizard who forced its need. Let us rejoin our companions.
You do not want them to deal with Saruman before we arrive, do you?
Do you hear that? A horseman approaches from behind at a great speed. I hear the sound of swift hoofbeats approaching from behind us. Let us confront this rider when he overtakes us and offers some harm to the king. Ride with me, and we will learn to be friend or foe. Halt. Who rides to Rohan?
Rohan, you say? That is the land we seek, and with haste.
Rohan is ruled by Theoden King, and none may enter that land without his leave. What is the meaning of your haste?
I am Halbarad, Dunedain of the North. We seek Aragorn, the son of Arathorn. And you have found him.
Aragorn. It is good to see you again, my friend. I knew in my heart we would see you once more, but I did not think to find you in the company with my chieftain, Aragorn. Much has happened since we parted, and little of it good, but we will need to speak of our respective deeds when the time to breathe. We have found Aragorn between perils, it seems. He had your help from the first, and he has all of us for the second. May it be enough.
And there's the rest of the Grey Company. Good to see them again. I should be wearing my Grey Company.
We are met once again, Jantra, but in hardship. I sought the treacherous leader of the Falcon clan, but he gave me the slip and escaped into the mountains. He still lives the life of a coward. You tell Gullidir that Liubrennan's flight brought him into your own path, and he has been slain. You tell me true, that he has paid for his crimes. He abandoned some of his own people when he fled, and we left them in a place of peace where they should be safe. I worried that their former chieftain might seek them out and visit upon them further harm, but even Saruman's magic cannot help Liubrennnan now. I am satisfied. Thank you on behalf of my fallen kinsmen and also for those of his own people who he betrayed.
It was not a long goodbye after all, though the intervening days have been eventful. I think Halbarad keenly felt the burden of his duty after you left us, for he was not sure how best to proceed. But it seems he chose aright, for he found Aragorn, as the words of Galadriel bade us. The sons of Elrond bear messages for him from their father, and Halbarad carries the gift of Arwen. I trust that Aragorn will know what to do with each of these gifts. Oh, I'm sure he will. It seems you found Aragorn before we did. Perhaps we should have gone with you. This is truly an unexpected encounter. I'm glad to see that you are well and in the company of Aragorn. Our errand is not ended, but the first goal we now accomplished. Now we must lend aid where we can to Aragorn. Is it true that you take the road to Isengard? Whatever other objective Aragorn has with Saruman, you must add this one as well. The rescue of Lothrandir, my kinsman, if he yet lives. Halbrand is giving me much to think about. We have more reasons to converse with Saruman than I believed. I feel confident we can accomplish anything now that my kinsmen are here. Can it be that the tide turned in our favor this day?
I believed we would see each other again, but I did not know it would be so soon.
Sending you from us was not an easy decision, but I knew Theodred had need of your aid. What's sad is that he could not have been saved from that fate, but perhaps that too contributed to the resolve of the Orlingus. The Grey Company has done what it set out to do. We have ridden to our chieftain in Rohan, and it seems that we have come in time after all. Some of our number were lost along the way, but those of us that remain will do everything in our power to ensure that Aragorn can fulfill his destiny. I am glad to see you again, my friend.
I have much to think about and little time in which to do so.
This is an unexpected joy, my friend. Had I known that they were journeying to find me. Aragorn looks at you wryly. When you spoke to me of the Dunedain, I did not expect you had traveled with them in recent days. I do not think it would have changed my course had I known, but perhaps that is the power of hindsight. Perhaps it's the wisdom of Elrond behind your silence, my friend. He is never quick to volunteer information, which makes the word of his sons even more curious. I have much to think about, and little time in which to do so.
I am most curious to see what we will find in Isengard.
Book 14, Chapter 3, The Flooded Ring. I spoke briefly with Halbrand, and if I had business within Isengard before now, I count it double. We must find if Lothrandir still lives within the ring. Let Gandalf speak with Saruman for weeks if that is his desire. My thoughts are of my kinsman. I have not seen him for many years, but Lothrandir has been a friend for longer than that, and I will not abandon him. Let us ride along the road to Isengard. I am most curious to see what we will find. Looks like the Ents have been busy. Let's set that as my quest guide focus, and it's also, yep. A curious stillness covers the land, and pools of water stand near the road. And there is Gandalf.
Isengard has been much changed since last you beheld it.
You may not recognize it. I dare say Saruman himself does not. Could have brought it upon himself. fleeing Dunlendings.
Leave me, Devodiard.
What's this now? Men, raise your weapons. We're not through yet.
The Dunlending chief's commands is met only with the groans of pain and fear by his men.
I do not know what aid you think you can give us.
Bundle of Fangful News, that new commerce thing? Yes, it is. Back into the wild.
Stay back, High Elf. Look at what destruction the trees have brought to the Vale. Saruman is undone. They allowed my men and me to flee, but I do not trust them. I know they are still here, and I know that they are watching us. There is one outside the ring, across the river Isen, I swear. It will not let us live. You've delayed us long enough, High Elf. If your foolish journey brings you to Isengard, then so be it. We shall not remain long enough for the trees to find us. Men, we go to Dunland.
There's Quick Beam. Let's go ahead and head to Quick Beam first, and then we'll go to the gate. Holy crap. Where are you, Quick Beam? There's a secret entrance into Isengard. Remember, we took it when we were first here. He's just on the other... There's a horn of Fangorn that can guide you to Durnding. You've encountered the end to Quick Beam. He looks a little different.
Helm, you are a hasty folk.
How wrong. Little Subtantra. I remember you. Much has changed since we last spoke. More death, more violence, and more of my friends lost. Thankfully, it has finally come to an end, and the lad can begin to heal. Soon I must return to the forest, but first, perhaps you can aid me in hindering the tree killer. You shall not find it so difficult to enter Isengard this time, my friend.
You should not be giving your right name away like so.
home. There is still the matter of Sauron, my friend. The tree killer fled into his tower, for the coward knew what I would have done had I caught him. My brothers and I crushed many orcs, but I do not know if some remain hidden from our sight in Isengard. You are small and can fit where I cannot. If you could ease my fears, I can begin my journey home.
Some more runes and a bundle of Fangorn leaves. Required 4 Fangorn leaves. Okay, so now let's go down and to the Gate of Isengard and following the book quest. Well, I'll have to admit, I feel much better about entering Isengard now than when I did the first time I arrived here. The very walls of Isengard have been damaged by some mighty force.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
Merry and Pippin. Nice.
Hello there. It's been a long time.
I hope that you are well.
Welcome to Isengard.
Book 14, Chapter 4, Took and Brandybuck. The look upon your face is quite a thing to see, my confused friend. Welcome to Isengard. You have had a number of adventures, I expect, and would you believe that we have had as well? We have all come a long way from Lothlorien, haven't we? Much of the trip was rather unpleasant, owing to our new friends Ugluk and Grishnak. Suppose they're old friends now. We shan't be seeing them again, and that is a relief. Treebeard and Quickbeam are nice fellows, if a little odd, and I do believe I have grown several inches taller. Pippin laughs at your confused look. I don't mean metaphorically, though perhaps I have at that. I mean, I have actually grown taller.
I think Pip is trying to confuse you on purpose.
He gets the chance to do that infrequently, that he delights in it whenever the opportunity presents itself. It seems we have gone from the fire back into the frying pan for once. Pip and I were dragged halfway across Rohan by our captors, and though he has arrived at Isengard, it was in the strong hands of a friend and not at the whips of Saruman's orcs. It was Treebeard who brought us here, you see, and he is... well, he is Fangorn, and Fangorn is he, apparently. This is more difficult than I expected when I begin to tell it. We found some pikeweed inside the gatehouse. How about you bring out some more here, and we'll try to tell it properly. Of course, Mary would want pikeweed. I'm going to go ahead and get buffed up, though, before I go in there. gatehouse is filled with rubble, and the floodwaters have reached here, too. Slain by grievous wounds or crushed debris, no orcs remain here. What about pipeweed? Is there any pipeweed? I could use some pipeweed. There it is. Collected the pipe.
Allow me to refill my pipe, and I can resume my story.
Ah, very good, my friend. This is a very high-quality pipeweed, so they grow in South Farthington. Allow me to refill my pipe, and I can resume my story. I was going to tell you about Treebeard in the ends, I believe. Let me see. Ah, but it seems that Aragorn has troubled about something. I should speak with him first, and I will continue my story when he has a happier look about him.
That pipeweed was not grown at Isengard. It came from the Shire.
It does not bear a resemblance only to that at South Farthington. That weed has come from the Shire, which means that Saruman has had his eyes upon that land for some while, at least. I do not like that at all. If our fortune holds, the wizard will have no further chance for mischief. His interest in the Shire may have extended only to his pipeweed.
I do not doubt Saruman's ability to strike, even now.
Saruman seems to be in a tough position, but I would counsel caution in our dealings with him. I do not doubt his ability to strike even now. Horned beasts can still do great harm. Gandalf went on ahead to the base of Warhorse. Find him and see what he thinks of the situation.
Pip and I met Treebeard after we escaped from the orcs.
He is an Ent, a shepherd of the forests, and I can tell you how we met him if you like. And we have a new interlude to do. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Mary weaves a curious tale of the Ents and what befell the hobbits in Fangorn. I like these little interludes. These are nice. They give you a little chance to flesh out the story more. I always appreciate that.
We didn't see him at first, and why not? We had never seen anything like Treebeard before. Except for trees, I suppose. He does look rather tree-ish.
My abilities are Fangorn's Footfall, which is a double attack, Heavy Smash, which is a double attack, and a double attack. Oh my! Who are you? And what?
Well, it is nice to meet you, Treebeard. I've never met an Ent before. My name is Peregrine Toad, but my friends call me Pippin, or Pip. I am a hobbit.
You've never heard of hobbits before? I suppose we're always getting left off the old lists of stories. How about you add a line for us? Something like... half-grown hobbits, the hole dwellers. Nice one, Pip. It is a pleasure to meet you, Treebeard. My name is Mary Duckbrandable. Well, most people call me Mary. We become separated from our friends, and it seems that Saruman's orcs would very much like to find us again and bring us to their master. Bring your new hobbit friends to Welling Hall.
He has a peculiar way about him, but he seemed friendly enough to us. He offered to take us to his home, or one of them. He has a few.
Okay. A nice home. Are you certain this is the right place to read it? I don't see a house anywhere. Look at the size of that tree, Mary. Is it our tree big? Now what, tree big? Behind the waterfall? Oh, that is clever.
It was a rather lovely place, actually. Quite homey, in its own way.
I see a table, but no hobbit-sized chairs.
He offered us a drink that would keep us... what did he say? Green and growing for a long, long time. That was it. The drink tasted like water, but it was even better and more refreshing. A healthy sensation coursed from the hair on my toes to the hair on my head.
Oh, it was delicious, 3D. I feel refreshed and invigorated, as if I had a bountiful resource of energy and could use them for anything at all. But we were going to tell you how we came to be in your forest, weren't we? I hope I had the energy enough for a tale telling.
Our conversation eventually turned to Saruman and Isengard. Treebeard decided something had to be done.
I don't know what to expect, Treebeard. Are all of the Ents like you? There are so many of them. Do you think they will agree with you about Saruman, Treebeard? Only one way to find out, Mary.
Now,
He has to ask.
Ents take a long time to discuss things. A long time. A very long time.
Greetings to you, my friend from long ago, when the forest was young and we were not full grown. Many seasons have turned since we last spoke together in the light of either sun or moon. It is many strides from my home. Why have you called me to this place?
You greet Baldabark and reminisce about conversations shared and absent friends. Eventually, you speak with Saruman.
I have been made aware of the wizard's crimes. He worked great evil in the reaches of the forest near my own home. I agree that something must be done. What will the others say of this? You thank Baldbark for his supportive words and wish him well in the debate to come. You greet Beachbone, a handsome ant. His path has crossed with yours several times recently. The memory of those pleasant conversations is still somewhat fresh. After a polite amount of time, your words turn to the matter of Saruman.
You speak of our neighbor as if he is an enemy, and indeed he does not seem to be the friend he once was. Fumes rise from his home, and the smell gives my nose offense, but that is not a crime. Orcs, too, could come from any number of holes. What evidence marks Saruman as their master?
Beachbone politely declines to discuss the matter with you further, but he agrees to listen to the debate and may in time come around to your point of view.
It seemed to us they might discuss things forever.
You exchange pleasantries with Quickbeam, one of the younger knights. His home is not far from Durandale, and sometimes you have seen him walking in the sunlight among the trees. Before much time has passed, the conversation turns to Saruman. Quickbeam seems to have some idea of the wizard's crimes already.
Saruman has much for which to answer. He is a tree killer, and we have been quiet neighbors for too long already. You find me over hasty, I know, but in this there seems to be little need for discussion, Fangorn. I have quite made up my mind.
You tell Quickbeam of the two young hobbits you met and ask if he will watch them while you speak with the rest of the Ents at the moot. He readily agrees.
This story is taking longer than I thought it would. Are you hungry? I have become a little peckish.
You Ents certainly do take a long time to make up your minds, Treebeard. I feel certain we could have decided this matter 6 or 7 times over when we were still in the Shire. Barry and Pippin listen as you explain that Quickbeam will watch over them. You feel certain that they will like the young Ent, for he is quite hasty in many respects. Well, if you say so, Treebeard, I think you might consider the slow drip of honey in the comb quite hasty in comparison to yourself, so Pip and I will be the judge of that, if you don't mind. Oh, that's funny. Slow drip of honey, faster than an ant. Real quick. The Column Tracery, some more runes, and some more bones.
That is enough for now, I think. Quite a tale, was it not?
Pip and I went to Quickbeam's home house that night, but my hunger has quite gotten the best of me, and I had lost the mood for study time. Perhaps I will tell you of the last march of the Ents after I have eaten, but there's enough for now, I think. Quite a tale, was it not? Mary's stomach grumbles and he smiles at you apologetically. But I do believe at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I have found a good stopping spot. So I am going to go ahead and call an end to my stream here for today.
I would like to thank everyone for joining me. We've completed the Battle of Helm's Deep. We are now at Isengard to deal with the repercussions of that fact with Saruman. And we'll see what happens when we actually investigate Isengard further and try to find Lothrandir as well, who's been missing for quite a while. So again, I would like to thank everyone for joining me today. We will pick up here Friday at 4 p.m. on Twitch. But for the time being, let me see if there's anybody else who is currently streaming Lord of the Rings Online that I can go ahead and have you guys continue your adventures with. The Questing Dad is actually doing Lord of the Rings Online. He's been on for about 30 minutes. He's questing in the Yondershire right now. So we're going to go ahead and join the Questing Dad. So again, I would like to thank everyone for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, be safe, and I will see you all very, very soon, my friends.